I'm Bill Stuart Jr. and I'm from Stuart Family Farm here in Bridgewater and partially in Roxbury, Connecticut. Our operation here consists of approximately 1,000 acres of leased ground. The breakdown is about half of that, 500 acres would be in hay fields, and about 500 acres are in pasture fields. We're primarily a beef cattle operation. We run about 250 head of red Angus, black Angus, and Hereford cattle. And we also raise pasture poultry and hogs as well. Yes, so Stuart Family Farm is a family farm with myself, my wife Deb, and our two boys, Will and Christian. Deb plays a very important part of the operation as far as the customer service. She does all the communications with the customers. She actually does most of the communications with the slaughterhouse. She does all the cut sheets based on the demand for that particular week. When we first got here, we started raising beef cattle and just selling sides and quarters and bulk units. And we found out pretty fast that we needed to come up with a new idea in order to improve our marketing and expand our operation. So we worked with a USDA processing facility. We came up with a label and we started marketing our beef by the cut. And once we were able to do that, we expanded out into private schools, we expanded into restaurants, and we also have a retail store located right here on the farm. Within the last 10 years, we have seen the retail store grow, I would say 300%. And that's where we would like to take our business completely, as it's much more economical, viable for us to have people come to the farm and not us be taking the meat to them. We run a very transparent operation. We want people to see the way we farm, our farming practices, and it really gives the people some confidence in what they're buying as they can see how the animals are born and raised right here on the farm. I was fortunate that I worked in the meat business for 20 years. I grew up on a livestock farm, so I was able to put what I learned from growing up on a farm and what I learned in college in the meat science end and combine them together to form the operation that I have now. When we first came here, we wanted to make a living farming. We dabbled in a lot of things. We did sweet corn, we did tomatoes. And as we moved on, we just decided that we really needed to just focus on the livestock because we knew we could do that really well. The first few years we processed 25 to 35 head a year. This year we should process 100 head. As I've grown my herd, obviously the need for more feed has grown too. I've had to buy another tractor. We've had to buy a new baler. These are all costs that are going to come into play as you grow. One of the things unique with our operation is we are certified animal welfare approved. We went after that certification about 6 or 7 years ago. To my knowledge, we were the first livestock farm in the state of Connecticut to get an animal welfare approved certification. We have found that resonates very well with our customer base. Also, which is unique, is the processing plant that we use to get our animals butchered. They had to be certified as well. One of the other things that we really like about our processor is everything is done under one roof. So I will drop cattle off for butchering, and 2 weeks later I go back up with a refrigerated truck and pick up all my product, and it's labeled, it's packaged, and it's ready to be sold. When we started out this operation, we were strictly with beef cattle. That was our business, and almost strictly by customer demand, we have branched out into pasture poultry. I started raising chickens, and I raised like 100 the first year just to see how it would go. I had a lot to learn about raising chickens. I wasn't familiar with it. I started small, I lost some, I saved some, but I learned a lot in the process. The next year I grew to 200, and now I do 1,000 birds a year, and that's pretty much where I want to be. Shortly after doing chickens, we got into hogs. I know that we had a demand for pasture-raised hogs. Again, we started out small, and then we've grown that to now we do 40 or 50 a year, which still isn't big, but it's where we're comfortable with doing. We leased the farm here. We started out with a 5-year lease with a 5-year option after that. We're now in our second run. We've been here 10 years and we've been at the other farm for 10 years. So again, you want to watch out and within your contract, make sure that you have that for capital repairs or expenses that would be covered by the landlord. I think it's very important to present yourself as a very good steward of the property. In order to get leases like the ones that I have, it's really important to come up with a plan of the direction that you want to go in, your farming practices, how you're going to take care of the land, how you're going to take care of the animals. I think that's key to give your landlord or whoever you're going to lease from the confidence that you're going to do a good job, not only for the property, but for the community, for the environment. And we have found that the farm stand is basically the hub of our operation now. It's a destination, and we only open it on Saturday and Sunday, but it's usually quite busy. And it's just moving forward that we really want to expand on that, and hopefully over time that will be our sole part of business, is just selling right off the farm.